What is going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to a brand new post-commentary locals feature match. We are here in round 3 for the week, and we've got VW versus Dino, my friend Adam on the VW deck, and Mr. Big Killer Jeff on the Dino deck like usual. And as these guys get ready to start, let's take a look at the poll results. I asked you guys who you thought would win round 3, and about 1.2k votes and 69%. Nice. Voting for VW and the rest voting for Dino. So let's see if you guys are correct this time around. And let's see if I actually properly acknowledge that at the end of the video. VW going first. I believe they lost the die roll and Dino made them go first because Dino usually likes to go second. But they did not open well, which, you know, what else is new? Setting 2 in passing, droplet call by. They'll fall to a Harpy's Feather Duster on the following turn. Ash, Desires, and it looks to be a Kieran or GG in the hand there for our VW player, and unfortunately not much you can do in terms of the VW strategy without, another VW named 2-card combo deck, by the way. But we're going to see our Dino player lead with a Fossil Dig following that Harpy's Feather Duster. Grabbing a copy of Giant Rex. Which means probably a couple things. Probably Oviraptors in the hand already. The opening hand's probably pretty good if you're adding Giant Rex off of your Lost Dig. Off of your Fossil Dig. But we'll see what the play is going to be from here. He has Lulu in hand. Okay, not Gigi or Kieran. It's just Lulu. So we're going to see him normal Ovi. Ovi's going to resolve to add a copy of the UCT. And nothing is more frightening, and I know from personal experience after recent locals I went to, how frightening it is bricking against a deck like Dino. And you have one set, and they have Lightning Storm or Duster or whatever for it. And then you're just at the mercy of hoping that they can't put up Dugare's UCT Dogeron through Slumber on a set baby. You're really hoping they don't have that. But we're going to see him establish a Doga, which, and Misk, yeah, it's... And he has a Petty in hand. Yeah, that's a very, very rough and quick end to game 1 as Dino takes it there. And we're on to a game 2 situation. And no shocker here to see that VW is going to make Dino go first. Give him one less card, make their side deck cards perhaps a little worse. And, you don't have to worry about them blowing your back out with OTK cards. Don't go playing into their going second cards, of course. We're going to see him normal the Wind Barrier statue and pass. Luckily, our VW player, much like us fellow Speedroid players, will not have to worry about that because our strategy is the wind-based strategy, and we simply do not care about a Wind Barrier statue. Any other color, and we'd be shaking in our boots. But luckily, E-Telly can summon out Nyan, and he's got the Qinglong and the Lulu to boot. So a pretty solid opening here for VW this time around. Had to shake off the bad luck from game 1. Speaking of bad luck, VW, I actually went to a locals yesterday, and I'm not going to say what I played because that would spoil things, but I played against one of my friends, and I think it was round 3 or round 2 I got paired up against him, and his opening hand was triple Qinglong, double Lao Lao. I mean, come on. What is that? That is just such terrible luck. But we're going to see him synchro for Stardust Charge Word, which happens to be a nice little wind monster. Draw a card. Now Qinglong is live. Banish Lulu, negate the Wind Barrier statue. And now Kieran can hit the board because, doesn't have to worry about a Floodgate being active. So Kieran going to send Chuche and another Nyan. And already has Zhanwu engraved, which is really good. Has a copy of Talents in hand. So just waiting at this point for a hand trap. Probably not going to see one because Dino's a deck that typically doesn't play a lot of hand traps. And if it does, it's maybe Ash, maybe Imperm, and that's probably it. The rest of your cards are probably going second gas cards like, Dark Hole, Slumber, etc., Kaijus, Lightning Storms, Dark Rulers, whatever it may be. So hand traps here probably not going to be too prevalent, but the talents is there just in case. Maybe something like Nibiru hits the board, which Nibiru actually cannot even hit the board right now. Yes, it can because it's negated. Yeah, so good card to have as a backup, even though we're probably not going to need it this turn whatsoever. We're going to see him synchro into the Coral Dragon. This is one of my favorite combos in the deck, is going into Zolkin with a draw 1 thanks to the Coral Dragon. You got to draw off of the Stardust Charge Warrior. I just love everything about this combo. You get 2 draws in the process to basically get a Crystal Wing onto the field. But imagine not actually synchroing for crystalling. Like, imagine, right? I mean, come on. Us Speedroid players would know different. But anyways, we're going to see him activate Lao here, targeting Kieran. And he's going to go ahead and dump a Qinglong. And we're probably going to see him just summon a level 3 here from Grave. It's going to be GG. And I don't really think there's a need to bring out Nyan right now. I mean, he could go for like a Vermilion mech if he really, really wanted to. But he's not going to. And there's the set card now for the Zolkin. Little late, but it doesn't really matter here. Going for the attack with Kieran and then attacking with Shen Shen. Attacking with Zolkin to trigger Shen Shen. Using Crystal Wing to negate and destroy the Shen Shen. So that Crystal Wing is going to gain the attack of the monster that is destroyed with that effect. It's going to go up to 58. And that is going to swing in for game. Especially since he was only at 44 before the Crystal Wing attack. So we're on to a game 3 situation just like that. And as these guys get ready to start, quick shout out to Imperium Duelists. If you guys are interested in picking up amazing TCG accessories, playmats, dice, deck boxes, more, check them out at the link below. And don't forget, you can use my discount code WinnerKills10 off at checkout to save 10% off your entire order and support the channel in the process. Same can be said by using my TCG Player affiliate link, which is found in the description of all my videos. If you guys shop and check out using that link, a small bit of the revenue from your purchase goes right back in the channel and helps out a ton. So here in Game 3, it's no surprise to see that Dino is going to make VW go first, which is a scary deck, you know, to make want to go first, but, you know, I get it. And unfortunately, VW sort of losing, in quotes, to itself here, which is a common occurrence. But, I mean, the deck is so good when it opens well. It's just so good. Like, say what you want about VW bricking, but when it doesn't brick, my goodness, is the deck scary. Like, it just plays through hand traps like it's nobody's business. So, yeah, the opening hand, Driver, your favorite psychic monster in the deck, Lancia, GG, Ash, and the set is Forbidden Droplet, so probably debating on whether he wants to Droplet the Oviraptor, pitching Driver, making it so, you know, he cannot hit it with Misk, because he is pitching a monster, so Misk cannot respond. But it looks like he's just going to go ahead and let it resolve, let him burn a few more resources, save the Droplet perhaps for a more impactful moment. So we'll see what the next play is going to be. I believe our Dino player also has double Evolution Pill in hand. So opening that's pretty good. We're going to see him play it. Banishing an Ash immediately from the hand. And a Giant Rex. Ash will negate the pill. Giant Rex still getting summoned because it was banished. Now going ahead, go for a rank 4. Dolka would probably hurt quite a bit, but instead going for a Tornado Dragon. Well, I guess Dolka would only hurt so much, you know, but he does have Droplet, so I guess going for the Tornado Dragon does force out any potential interruptions like that. 2 cards remaining in hand, and he's going to force the Droplet there. And he'll go ahead and go right to the battle phase and swing in for 21 with the Tornado Dragon. Luckily, no Zeus there, so just going to pass, and our VW player does draw a VW monster. What do you look at that? You gotta love to see the deck actually functioning. So the normal summon is going to be successful, activating the Kieran. Kieran targeting Gigi to go ahead and send a spell into trap, going for Qinglong, Chuche. Qinglong effect Engrave to go ahead and search and discard. I know what his discard target's going to be 100%. It's probably going to be that Psychic Soldier who rides into battle. He's going to go ahead and add a Lulu. That's Lulu to you. Discarding Driver, and we'll probably go ahead and see the Lulu activate here in just a moment. He does have Lancia for the follow-up, which is huge. Probably going to shut down our Dino player's turn completely. You're turning off things like Giant Rex, Ultimate Conductor, Tyranno, Miscellaneous Saurus, Double Evolution Pill. Turning off so many really, really good cards for the strategy. Really, really powerful cards for the strategy as well. So it looks like the Lulu is going to dump Zhanwu and add the Kowloon. Kowloon is going to activate for Chuche. It looks like on the activation of Chuche, we're going to see that Tornado Dragon try to fire off here to destroy it. And it looks like our VW player is going to chain Chuche Engrave. And then we'll probably see Chuche chain on field to put back the 2, since there are 2, obviously illegal targets for Chuche to activate here. I'm going to be responding in response to the Chuche effect Engrave. And, because you can't respond with Chuche in response to the Tornado Dragon. So having this Chuche Engrave is very, very clutch. So he's going to decrease, I think, Kieran by 3, just based on hand gestures there. And then Qinglong will have the, or Chuche rather, will have the proper targets put back to destroy the Tornado Dragon. So getting some use out of the Chuche before, you know, losing it essentially to the Tornado Dragon. So might as well use it, right? So going to go ahead and Synchro for 6, remembering that that Kieran is a level 3, not a 6. And looking at Coral Dragon or Stardust Charge. I think you're just trying to set up a Zolkin play here, because I feel like that's the only reason you'd go for Coral. Maybe you're going for more damage. That also makes sense too. Oh yeah, well, that's one of the things I have to remember too, is that the Kieran is level 3. I have to remember that too. So of course, bringing out Coral Dragon makes the most sense, because obviously you're not going to go for Zolkin here. He does have a Lancey in hand that he can set. Interesting interaction there. You can use it to set because it's an artifact. He draws a skill drain there. A very, very good draw. So, like, he could have low-key have gone for Zolkin and just, you know, prayed that he drew a spell or trap to set. But, you know, keeping the Lancia, holding the Shen Shen is really, really good. I mean, the two cards are going to kind of conflict with each other here, but, like, getting Shen Shen on the field is good for a couple reasons. It gives you just a VW body to play off of next turn. It's just a really solid card all around. It's not the best, but like, I mean, you don't really have many options at this point. Lightning Storm comes down, hits the skill drain, and we're gonna see Archosaur pop a Coatlas in hand to add double evolution pill, which we know is completely dead right now thanks to Lancia. And the skill drain, the skill drain is not banished because the Lancia is in play, and the Archosaur is not going to be banished either. But again, it literally doesn't matter here, just because like the Lancia is doing its job, and Lancia doing its job is more important than Chuche being able to do its, or Shen Shen being able to do its job. So we're gonna see him make Link Haribo, and he's gonna pass turn. He does, of course, have the follow-up Engrave, and he top decks Pot of Desires. Pretty solid top deck, if you ask me. Really, really good here. We'll see what he banishes. I see double Qinglong order. Triple Qinglong being banished. Called by the Grave order. Draws into Talons and Lao Lao. Pretty good draw there. So I was going to say, it's almost extremely important that he ended on that Shen Shen, because he did not have any Qinglong follow-ups in Grave, which is like very, very risky. So leaving himself a VW body on the field to be able to play with next turn is huge, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here. Roshi going to go ahead and dump a copy of the Kowloon, bringing back Kieran, and we'll probably see him set up a, I mean, he does have Talents in hand, if I'm not mistaken, so he could technically go for a Zolkin play here, but Fan is probably just going to secure it, and also get rid of that pesky non-Dino Engrave in the form of Tornado Dragon, turning off Pill even further, which he knows he has in hand. So banishing both Link Haribo and the Tornado, swinging for Fan and Shen Shen, and that is going to be game. VW taking it 2-1. You guys were correct this time around. I will actually properly acknowledge it. And if you guys want to see more of my content, click on one of the videos popping up at the bottom of the screen right now. And like always, I want to give a huge shout out to our Divine level channel members. They are Cadillacs84, Pony Stark, Keith Sidgers, and Tweeter0226. Thank you guys so much as always for your extremely generous support of the channel.